Welcome, Aries, to your end of the month reading for April. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on in your energy. This energy I'm looking for is what you're thinking, feeling, or the energy surrounding you. Aries. Best message for Aries, please. Best message for Aries. Eight of Wands. Ooh. Either progress is not going the way you want it to go, but really what I'm really feeling out of that is arguing. Who's arguing with you? Who is debating, arguing? Just like an argument going on. I'm really feeling that. Maybe you guys were trying to make progress in your relationship and then all of a sudden this argument started up. Be a huge possibility. Thorns of dispute over here. Could even be jealousy. Maybe somebody was jealous of you. However, it is really feel that arguing. Clarifying on this is not just going to clarify on the Eight of Wands, but the entire reading. You have some obstacles and challenges that you need to get through with this person, this situation. Going straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, the recent past, or the near future. Wow. Backsliding relationship. Yeah, for a lot of you, there's some kind of argument going on. Some dispute, something. No, the sun is not looking great. Got some cloud going over you. Could have been just from the weekend. It doesn't feel like it was very far for a lot of you with this sun upside down. It feels like it just could have been just literally this last weekend for some of you. Something happened over the weekend that put a cloud over you. Something bad happened and they want to argue with you. And it's definitely family. So it's definitely some kind of relationship, whether it's within the family, your loved one, however it is, could even be a very close friend. But it feels like it's going to be okay. You'll get your Nine of Cups in the end. Is really what it feels like. Or at least trying to go for it, right? So let's go ahead and clarify why you have this dark cloud over you. Some red flag could have come up. Some bill, something of this nature could have come up that caught your attention, their attention, both your attention, and it caused arguing. Maybe somebody was supposed to pay off a bill and they said they did and then they didn't, or something of the nature. With them, it was something you were trying to law and attract. It feels like you were law and attracting a lot of good things, but then this red flag came up and caught you off guard. Could have even been just could have been anything, right? Could have been a phone call. Could have been this. It could have been that. However it was, it has darkened your days. And it feels like you're trying to take action towards it as much as you can with Magician. Trying to work through it. Trying to make things good. But someone is guilty. You could be dealing with a Capricorn who is guilty of not paying this bill. Or whatever the situation is. Someone is guilty of this, but they want to argue with you. Maybe they're not arguing yet, but you're definitely arguing over here. Discord, yeah, they're not moving towards what, you know what, they're guilty of whatever it was. It's like you're trying to fix something with the Magician over here, trying to get things back to normal, trying to, whatever you're doing, take action on it, but it feels like they're not moving towards what they're guilty of. Maybe they were supposed to pay a bill and they didn't pay that bill. They told you they were going to, they didn't, they lied, however it is. There was no determination. It feels like they got a little lazy in the situation and then they didn't want to take responsibility. Somehow or another, there's something here that has something to do with something like that. There's so many different things going on. It's like I can't get through all of them. We'll be here all day. So we'll just keep it there. You know your story. And it's causing you Four of Cups because you're like, come on. And you're really waiting for this cup to open because of the law and attraction over here. So you're praying that you can fix this. right? Because it's got you down and out and you're not feeling very good about the situation. So you are praying that you can get out of this situation and that everything will be fine. Some kind of action will be taken. Okay. And it does feel like you're hurt from the situation, but you're very determined to walk on your broken leg, grabbing a staff and saying, okay, fine, I'll use this as a crutch to walk down the street, and I'm going to try to make this happen as fast as I can, or try to put the broken pieces back together. With the Hierophant over here, in the present, there's just so much discord and so much arguing. It almost feels like to the point to where they're either trying to argue their point or you're trying to argue the point. However it is, you guys are bothly arguing. Backsliding relationship, but you do have the Knight of Coins. The Knight of Coins is just pretty much telling me, well, the backslide is not a fast-going backslide, meaning you're not just like slamming doors and running away from each other. It's more like I might be putting up kind of a wall and not really paying attention to you at this time, right? Because you're kind of still, you got to be careful though, because it does feel like, Aries, you're kind of in a challenge mode, right? You're going to challenge this person, and definitely dealing with some kind of Taurus, Aries, or a Capricorn that you are challenging. There is a challenge. You're in like, challenge. You know, you can pretty much tell them, fine, you can build a wall all you want, but I'm still arguing my point that you did something wrong. And it does also feel like it could even be them. Oh man, the stubbornness coming out of that Earth sign. It could be Capricorn or Taurus or a Virgo. They could literally be trying to challenge you, and maybe you're trying to put up the wall, right? Take it how it resonates. Yeah. But you definitely have the obstacles and challenges, and here you come standing your ground. I still think that, you know what, as I see it now, I really think they're challenging you. I think you're trying to push yourself away from the situation. I don't want to hear anymore. I'm just going to try to fix it. I don't want to hear anymore. And they're like in total challenge, stubborn, standing their ground, their earth, and really coming at you. And you're just trying to fix the situation as much as possible. Yeah, you're working hard at this too, and trying to reflect on the situation as much as possible to fix this. Like I said, the backsliding relationship doesn't feel like it's horribly bad. It just feels like you're kind of in different corners. So you guys are at a boxing ring. You're in this corner. They're in this corner. So it's not like like I said, it's not like you're slamming doors and you're like, we're gone. It doesn't feel like that. The relationship is not over. You're just in corners. It is causing a tower though. So be careful of that tower, because that tower is telling you, well, how are you going to bail out of this situation? Are you going to come to terms? Are you finally going to come to terms? Or are you literally just going to entrap yourself into the situation and take the oppression? Are you going to now hide out and take the oppression? Are they now going to hide out? If you're dealing with a Virgo, they could be definitely hiding out, taking the oppression. Now they could be definitely slamming that door and saying, leave me alone. I'm in Virgo mode, right? However, it is now that you're trying to fix the situation, it feels like it's taken the next kind of turn in the present. Someone's definitely kind of hiding out and taking it over serious now. Seven of Swords. Looks like you're still trying to fix the situation, but it does feel like your person is over emotional and they are hiding out. I don't feel like they've completely bailed out of the relationship though. I just feel like they're hiding out now. Definitely went from the corners of the ring to, like I said, hiding out. Shelling themselves. Might even be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or it could even be like a Virgo, Scorpio. I don't know. For some reason, they might even have a lot of water in their sign to become super over emotional. Take it how it resonates. Yeah. Because no matter what, the relationship still has love. It's just a problem. Yeah, you guys can be successful in fixing this situation. Yeah. It's just that it's going to take a while with the Ace of Wands upside down until somebody can see clearly what the situation is and really inspect the situation to be able to travel towards, towards getting towards where you need to be. And it looks like it's going to be really this earth sign that somebody is dealing with. It doesn't have to be. It could also be a water sign. It could be anybody, guys. But really, for a lot of you, I do see that there's a lot of love here. It just looks like the Capricorn or Virgo, that's what I'm really getting out of this, really could need, they just need to see clearly and try to inspect the situation before they can come back to you. So they really do need to go into a hermit mode or reflect on something to come back with the answer to fix this situation. Because I see with the Page of Coins that they're still super loyal to you. I don't see anything like that. But they're not going to be happy until they literally get to it. They do see that you are a little codependent in some ways, or that you have taken this to a level to where they don't think that you, Aries, can fix this. So even though they're guilty of doing this, now they want to come back and try to fix it. Where you didn't feel like, oh, okay, fine, don't fix it. See, in the past, it feels like they didn't want to fix it. So you are trying to do it. Now, all of a sudden, they're going to step up to the plate. It's stubbornness. I'm telling you guys, someone is dealing with an earth sign or a lot of earth in the chart. Because now, all of a sudden, their stubbornness is saying, oh, no, I'll fix it. I don't need you to do it. And they're not going to be happy until they feel like they're back to where they need to be. And it almost feels like they, you know what, it's kind of funny because maybe you're not codependent to them, but they want you, maybe for some of you, they want you codependent to them. They want to fix this, right? Maybe they don't give you enough credit for doing something. So they always feel like, oh, well, you can't do it. So they're kind of making you codependent to where you're not allowed to touch anything, right? Don't worry, I'll do it. That's for some of you. But it does feel like they're going to come back and try to fix the situation, which will then bring in the Nine of Cups. Very stubborn person over here, no matter what. So with the Nine of Cups over here, it looks like your obstacle and challenge. Is it an obstacle and a challenge to even get to your Nine of Cups? It's just like you do have some kind of transformation and a good judgment call is coming out of this. With the Two of Swords, it looks like you didn't have any other choice but to do it their way with the Nine of Cups. It was theirs. Fine. You know what? You were guilty of doing it anyways, so you might as well fix it anyways. So with the Page of Swords over here, it was almost like you're kind of watching them and learning. Because the truth is of the matter, yeah, when they're over emotional, they're just dramatic anyways. Literally, that's what it says. You're just kind of watching and learning because you're allowing them to take the pace over here, you guys, to get to their Nine of Cups because your person is, because you already know the truth. You've learned through the situation that when they don't get their way, they're over emotional and they're just over dramatic. Or they become so over emotional that maybe they're even indecisive of which way to go. So you know what? Give them the reins. Fine. Fine, they're earth signs. They all want to wear reins anyways, each one of them, right? Even the Virgo. I don't care. She might be a virgin, but you know, she's riding a horse or something, right? It's like Joan of Arc or something on her horse, whatever, right? Because no matter what, they want to hold the reins. Let them have the reins. Because it doesn't feel like they're going to be happy without it. Hey, they try to walk away from it. Try to give the reins to you. Then they come back and they're like, I don't want you to do this. I'll totally take care of it. It's like, oh, fine, whatever. But it seems like it only happened as soon as they became over emotional. What? Okay. Okay. Well, fine. That's what I would say, Aries. Fine. You're going to become that over emotional and you want all of that. Because in seriousness, it looks like to me, guys, that they're super loyal to you anyways, and they see the loyalties you have to them. It's just for some reason you guys gave You guys put each other into a corner, and it really is each other. Somebody, it might feel like, you know, they backstabbed you, Aries, and, you know, or put you into a corner that you couldn't get out of, or whatever the guiltiness was, whatever the red flag was over here, whatever it was, but you still feel loyal to them. You know, it's kind of like that, you know, you really messed this up. What you go and do that for, stupid, right? Really, sorry, that's how it feels, right? Why'd you say that? That was dumb. So it feels like more than anything, they backed you into a corner because they said they did something and they didn't do that. So you're just seeing it as, you know, as a total mess up, right? Good job, dummy, right? You really messed up our bills, or you did something, right? Why'd you go and do that? But you still have the love and the compassion for them as well. Yeah, so you're going to pull out the Three of Swords. You're not going to allow the pain and the suffering and all that stuff to even linger, Aries, because you already know you're loyal to them and they're loyal to you. Now you just have to wait for them to get out of their depressive side, because they obviously have a lot of emotional setbacks. They really feel bad about that. Yeah, so they have to go, there it is, hermit mode. They have to go into hermit mode to really figure this out, to be able to get out of the Five of Cups so that they can come back to you and say, everything's okay now, and have that hopeful outlook and know that everything's fine. They just really want to be in control of the situation. And it's just the way they are. I don't see anything up here that says your person is over controlling. Now, maybe some of you do, but you know that they're controlling, right? But you allow that because that's a part of their regular personality. This isn't a narcissist for most of you. This isn't, total control freak. It's just they're just naturally stubborn and controlling. And you know that. And that's fine. You know? So you're just like, okay, fine, I'll back down. You do what you want to do, right? It's just the natural piece of them. Yeah, the Lovers. So, yeah. You guys, it's just all the good cards coming out, you know? Five of Cups, the Empress, the ships coming in, right? There's that Five of Coins coming out of the cold. The Eight of Wands, everything's going to be fine. The relationship will be back to where it's supposed to be, right? Not fighting anymore. You can put your swords down because the relationship's fine, and it'll strengthen as time goes on, and you'll have your star. See, everything's fine. I mean, I can just keep going in a row, right? Relationship will mature. You guys will have a fresh new start. Get out of your nightmares. You got passion. We could use the whole damn deck, right? Then you'll even have a new lover proposal. Okay, you're not allowed to know anymore. I'm not going to let you know. And at the bottom of the deck was the 10 of Coins. I did see that. So, but like I'm saying, we could just keep going and going and going and going, okay, to show you that everything is going to be fine. It's just, yes, you guys are arguing. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to grab a couple of these cards. I just got rid of those for a second so we can have some room. And let the angels just tell you really fast here what you got. Look for the sign. The sign is going to be when they kind of get emotional over here, And yes, that's exactly what it is. Yes, when they start getting a little over emotional, that's the perfect timing, because that's when you're going to reconsider. They're actually, going to reconsider taking this away from you and telling you, yeah, hey, you know what? As soon as I start improving health and go into Virgo mode, I'm totally going to do this for the opportunities to get to the Nine of Cups, which is going to be satisfactory, not only for you, but for them as well. Because that Nine of Cups sitting there is actually for both of you, okay? But you got great romance going on, and you're ready for the near future, okay? And there will be a lot of forgiveness. You guys will end up forgiving each other for being so harsh on one another, because we all go through roller coasters. And that's all this really is a roller coaster in a love relationship. I've been married for 26 years, so there's about at least a good 4 of them, so good luck. Especially if you're married, right? Because I've had the 2-year, the 5-year, the 7-year, the 15. Oh my God, that one's a killer, right? And then you have the 15, then you have the 21, right? So there's a lot of them. You grow, and you guys need to come together, right? Alrighty. So, yeah, just a little bump in the road. You guys got this. Overall card is the Star card. Dream the happy dream and keep going after your goals. And I see the starry-eyedness between you and this other person, and you guys will be fine. All you need is a little love and forgiveness, and bam, it's all good. Peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.